camera was really like, you're not gonna get centered. Like, buddy, baby, I can move anywhere. All right, and I want to be centered. Welcome back to the pajama party. Pajama party. Pajama party. Pajama party. I think I could do better than this. What? Hey, welcome back to the pajama party. Welcome back to the pajama party. I changed beats and I don't know why I changed beats. Welcome back to the pajama party. Welcome back to the pajama party, where I give you some awkward singing and some sore knuckles. Hey, do with that what you will. Welcome back to the place to be, the pajama party. Hey, gang, and dandelions. I gotta stop calling y'all gang. Dandelions. Welcome back, babes. I don't know what that was. We are still experimenting with the sound engineers over here, okay? I'm gonna get it together one day and have like an official, I guess, song for the pajama party. But until then, we're just gonna wing it and freelance it, because why not? I can change it up as many times as I want like this, and nobody can ever throw a fit, okay? So right on. I want to make a little adjustment. I was calling this segment Black Girl Rants. And though it is a Black Girl Rant, and it is something I feel, I want to change the name around it from Black Girl Rants to a segment called, I had it earlier. Well, right now we're going to call it Sit and Feel With Me. Sit and Feel With Me. This is entry number 5, I believe. What entry number is this? Number 4. Entry. Sit and Feel With Me, number 4. Have you ever been told you are a proper, or you speak like a proper Black girl? What is that? What are you implying when you say things like that to me? Because the last thing I checked, like the last thing I actually researched and checked, okay, Timbuktu was actually like very rich. There was a king in Africa that like had so much money that he caused the world to crash when he went and was spending his bling. Not only that, but in Africa, they do everything for themselves by themselves. Like, how dare you sit here and tell me that I'm a proper Black girl? My ancestors were not dumb, okay? I don't know why like every race gets to have these creative, badass ancestors, and then you get to the Black people and they're like, nah, they were monkeys. All right, they were dumb. They were scratching there all day, walking around eating bananas. Like, no, that is not okay. All right, take your unseasoned self somewhere. I even put, yeah, that's right notes. Other races can't be improper. Huh? So you mean to tell me that the only uneducated and savage race full of dummies is apparently Black people? Because that's what it seems like whenever I hear things like that. And I want justice, okay? I want to be heard. Black people are very smart. Now, when it comes to math, I probably ain't your girl. Because when you start giving me letters and the whole alphabet with my numbers, I don't know what to do with that, okay? All I know is 2 plus 2 is 4. Now, 24i plus 27a, I don't know that. And I'm not gonna know that. And it's because I don't want to know that. So don't question me about things like that. But It is a bother to be told, you sound like such a proper black girl. Well, how the hell you want me to sound like? You think that I'm gonna be up here like, girl, can you believe what she just said to me? I'm an improper black girl. Who she thinks she talking to? I don't know if I sound country or a little bit on that black side. No, I don't know what kind of heat and energy I was just giving out right there. But people, I feel like people expect you to be like that. Girl, who she thinks she talking to? Because she really not talking to me. Do you know who you talking to? Because I don't think you know, but you not talking to me. It's kind of scary to get like in that energy. We don't show her. I used to tell people all the time, that's Victavia. You don't want to sit with Shay for a little bit. You don't want to. People are going to be like, she said her name. I did. You're sit with her. Do not go off the handles. Let Victavia calm down. And now, I don't know. Victavia and Shay are infused in the same people. One day, you'll get the nice me. Well, no. Honestly, in general, I'm pretty like level-headed now. Things don't really bother me like they used to. I kind of laugh at people, especially when they try to offend me, because on one hand, I know it's spiritual, and on the second hand, I just feel like you must really want my attention today to be giving me all this energy. Like, y'all, Friday, there was this lady of a different race, of the Caucasian race, I want to say. I want to say because, you never really know who you're looking at. They may look one thing and be like 5 nationalities different from what you thought they was. But anyways, I'm driving in the Walmart parking lot trying to go find a parking space, right? This woman pulls out in front of me, and as she's walking by, she goes, first of all, you were not even in the crossway. 2, why are you mean mugging me? Lady, I don't know you, but I will put this car in caution with these lights, in neutral rather. Put these lights in caution. Get out and give you your rights. Who do you think you are? Who? That made me a little mad again. Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are treating people like this? You have to control your rage, okay? You can't be showing people that you're about their life. Sit pretty, nod and agree. When people give you moods, let it go. It is not worth you getting angry, because I have found people will piss you off intentionally and then go and enjoy the rest of their bright sunny days while you sitting over here with the rain cloud over your head because you don't let them get you mad. Okay, calm down. Stereotypes, this is all instead of sit in the corner with me. So I want to talk about like the stereotypes now. Like I just said, to me that was really one, like the popping of your neck and stuff. But a lot of stereotypes, or let me see what I wrote in my notes. I did not write them in the notes, but a lot of stereotypes that I have heard as here lately is that, first of all, we like de-emasculate other races. I've been told like a lot of people are afraid to approach black women because like they don't want to be put down or shunned, and it is just a little triggering, I suppose, because if anything, I feel like the black woman is the one always getting put down. You know what I'm saying? I hear more black women being degraded and talked about than any other race. When it comes to like dating and who people want to wife up, it's never really a black girl unless it's Bianna or be yeah, unless it's Bianna. Okay, Beyonce or Rihanna, though, I mean, or Nicki Minaj, but it's like we, as black women, have more representation than that. They are beautiful. Do not get me wrong. I ain't saying that. So, bees, please put your stingers down. But I've heard things like that, and I'm just sitting here like, black women are beautiful. Okay, we are educated, we are smart, we work hard for the things we want. A lot of times I feel like black women have to be independent, not because we want to be, but because we have to be. Y'all are not helping us out here. Okay, we get degraded so much, like for people to take so much from black women that they do take from black women, we get the worst end of the stick. That's what I feel like. And then especially thick black women, I feel like there is no justice or love for her. I want to be held, okay? I want somebody to be like, I'll hold you. You're not too big for me, because right now I know I'm looking right, okay? Like, thick, of course. You know, I'm. We're not gonna get into this. Point is, I got curves, and I feel like they're not gonna go anywhere. Okay, even after I've dropped weight, I'm just like, dang girl, like I'm gonna stop because I'm gonna be that type of girl. Point is, okay, I feel like there are a lot of negative things that are said about black women, and it's simply not true, and it's not fair. Like right now I'm watching how like all these Egyptians are coming out the work saying like they're trying to Afrocentralize Cleopatra because she wasn't black. But black people are literally in every part of the world. And if you look up the documents of the ancient Egypts, I just don't understand. I just don't understand how it is so hard for a black woman to be anything or have rights to anything without everybody else being like, that is not accurate. Y'all don't want to give us nothing. We can't have the hairstyles, okay? We can't have the culture. We can't have the dances. What can we have? What? We can't have anything, okay? Which is why I braided my hair pink for the culture, all right? This is my culture. Anyways, that is sit in the corner with me. I need to get off this high horse. But I'm just saying, I just want to know, have anybody else sit in the corner if you have. Type in, I'm sitting in the corner if you felt like this. I just want justice for black women. That's all I'm saying. Like, we are funny, we are goofy, we are silly, we have our moments, but we are not the only other race. We are not the only race with our moments. Like, you can meet some genuine, funny, down to earth, sweet black women. Like, I've been like, you are amazing. Why ain't nobody wiped you up yet? Or like, a lot of times people are afraid to approach us because we may be scary or like have an attitude or pop off. And I'm like, okay, yes, but first of all, we are not the only race that does that. And two, it's not even like that because, like I say, half the time I'm walking around with a smile on my face. So I don't know who you approached, but I am not that girl. I didn't do that to you. So do not staple all of us as being the girl who hurt your feelings. Just saying, okay? My love goes for every color. Speaking of which, y'all, I also sit in the corner with me. I want to say this in the most respectable way possible. I don't know what it is. I think Shark Week is coming. Shark Week is what I call my time of the month because it is very quite scary. But point is, y'all, I have been a little boy crazy. And I'm just sitting here like, I kind of wish on one hand that I was attracted to like a specific race and not the whole world, because I have seen some island boys and I am like, what is happening here? And then I see the Asians and I'm like, what is happening here in China? There, and I'm never going to China. Not that I don't, the Lord will really have to work on me to get me in that peace. Really work on me. They are walking around without shirts, and I'm just like, mm, mm, mm. Anywho's, I'm just gonna get off that rabbit hole. But yeah, do you, or I guess what I'm saying when I say sit in a circle with me, do you get like that? Are you feral in general, or is it simply just because of Shark Week? That's what I want to know. For me, it feels like when Shark Week is coming, everything is amplified, especially like urges. Okay, because my ovaries are like, I want to be loved, and I'm sitting here like, no, you don't. No, you don't. I was telling my best friend one day I was in the store and this guy, he was not that far away from me, maybe like 10 feet, if even that. But y'all, he didn't even say anything to me. He was just attractive, but he looked at me and I caved on the inside of myself. Like, the thought of an actual living, breathing man just being like, you are noticed, had me like, Who is she and what did she do? And especially because I have put the pink in my hair. I kid y'all not. I went to a church service with the opposite race and they were just enamored by the hair. And I'm sitting here like, I have not had this many people touch my hair. And it's so crazy to think about because I didn't even have people touching my hair like this in Korea. But these people were like, "Oh no, I want to know all about this. What is this? What is all this? What is this your what do you got going on in your hair?" So y'all, I'm telling you, I don't even know. Sit in the corner with me. Like I say, it is just Sharknado week is coming. Okay. The inner beast, she's like growling and roaring. And I'm just like, one day you will be married. Just hold out. Just hold out, baby. Just hold out. And then I'm gonna put this here. Um, is this first of all, let me see. Okay. I'm gonna put I guess all right. I'm gonna say this here. I was gonna say this on the other podcast, but I'm gonna say this here. So if you watch the other podcast, you get to hear it here. But it's kind of crazy because I sit up here and I rant about this stuff, and y'all, I sometimes I sit here and think like, you okay, this is about to be very because believe me, I don't want to change my beliefs. Like, I'm gonna wait to marriage and all that jazz. But sometimes, y'all, it feels like, why am I even waiting? Like everybody's out here throwing it back for a real one. Favor ain't fair. The Lord loves everybody. But I know that I can't use that justification to be like, I'm popping for a real one. Because I was the one who was like, Lord, I'm gonna wait till marriage. And now I'm sitting here like, Lord, I said I was gonna wait till marriage, and I am. There is nothing like, I guess, appealing about sleeping around with people because listen, it is hard for me to even try to talk to two people at the same time. I'm like, there's too much energy, okay? Too many emotions are involved. I need one of you. And I need the other one to get ghost. And how about none of you? Because I don't know if either one of you are gonna hurt me. So I was having this major crisis, I think like yesterday, and I was like, oh my God, I'm never gonna get married because nobody's ever gonna want to marry a virgin. Like, I don't even know. Do you like? I don't even know why that is an important thing or why that is even something that I am so convicted about. But for whatever reason, like a lot of times I end up feeling bad because I'm a virgin. I guess I'm venting about it because I don't understand it. Like, I've done right. Like I've kept my body holy. I've kept my body holy. And I don't understand why I feel like I'm the one that's losing out or missing. I don't know. It's weird. Maybe that's just a me thing. Like I say, sometimes I get in that mood and I'm like, you know what I'm saying? One day I just, y'all, I'm as shy as I am. I tell the Lord, like, I'm ready for my man. I just know when the time does come, pieces is gonna equal me because I get flustered at every little thing. Okay, my cheeks can get hot real quick, and I'm fumbling over words. Okay, a serious story, and then we'll come back to that. I wanted to talk about tonight about giving in to the hype of like the media, the news. I can admit I am very guilty of looking at like news articles on my phone. If something scrolls up on Instagram that seems important or TikTok, like I'm gonna stop and want to watch it, and like hear about it. And I get to the habit where, and I shouldn't be saying this because my phone is gonna be like, oh, word bet, or the FBI agents listening in are gonna be like, watch me work. But I now when I scroll through my phone, I won't open most of the articles. I just look at them and keep scrolling. Now, I will say one article that caught my attention today that I really want more answers to because I don't know what the truth is apparently this lady had an orgasm during one of the symphonies, and I'm just sitting here like, come again. And somebody thinks, some people are divided. Some people say it could be medical emergencies. One reporter said that her lover was looking at her smirking, and I'm just like, but what is the truth? What is the truth that's happening? But so when it comes to news, I try not to really feed into it too much. Um, Me and my dad and brother, we talk, and they are, I guess, I feel like I'm an optimistic. There's nothing that really can get me down. There is sun shining every day. I have rose colored glasses. There is going to be a positive at the end of this day. For whatever reason, there has to be. Like, the world cannot end up in doom and gloom. I refuse to accept it. My dad and brother are realists, okay? And it's not bad to have people like that in your life at all. But so, one thing we've really been talking about is just like the way of the world and like how the world is working. And my dad has said this, and I believe it now. Like, they the world, the media, the government, whoever, they program you to like be afraid. News is like filled with doom and gloom everywhere. You'll be like, there's not that much crime here. And then like a week later of living in the place, you're like, dang, what's going on out here? Like, y'all need to get it together. Like, the news wants you to feel in an uproar and angsty. And it's so crazy to think that we will allow ourselves to feel like that watching the show, but we keep going back to it anyway. Like, typically my angst level is like right here. In animes, I can't do it. I have to pause the TV, go take a break. Mary Jane, go take a break or something, because I need to calm my nerves down. But with the news, you'll still watch it. And I just want to say, please do not give them all of your energy. I think it is important to watch the news, to know what's going on in the world. Like, they're going to overthrow the US dollar, but we knew it was going to happen eventually anyway. Burn it down. But if you burn it down, leave me standing, okay? Because I support the other races, except for Russia, because I will never go live there. I just can't, okay? I cannot, and I won't. All right, but, I can go do hair in China, I can move back to Korea again. I'm down to go. I could go to Hawaii. All right. I am a pyromaniac. I love volcanoes. Point is, don't let the news hype you up and make you feel like, tomorrow's the end of the world. Because no man knows. Who knows what they are truly doing behind the scenes and what lies they are feeding us anyways. And after I heard recently, I can't quite remember who said it, and I don't know if I can even find it when I post this up, but somebody said that a UFO are not the things in the UFOs are not aliens like we think they are. They are time travelers. And I think after that I was like, I'm just kind of done with the news. Like, I mean, the first one was when they were saying, is this movie you guys need to look at, and it's called like sea experience or sea spirits, something like that. I'll link it. They talk about like tuna and just these people who go through forced labor. But anywho, in that they were talking about cows that they want to put in the ocean on a farm, like a little farm. They want to put cows there, and they want to let the robots run it. So you're going to have a floating farm in the ocean, water, and you're going to put robots, technology on the water, on the farm to take care of cows. A lot of questions there, because one, like, what if the robots go in the water? Like, what if they just decide one day, I'm going to go dip the toe, and then, like, they short circuit? Like, are you gonna make them waterproof? Like, is that why Elon Musk is working his hardest to get in Austin? Because like, he got plans, or Terminator type vibes. Like, well, like, what's gonna happen? Like, are they gonna milk the cows too? It is just a lot that I need to know. Okay, like the grass. Like, who's gonna tend to the grass? Like, what is gonna happen? Like, are they not gonna cut the grass? They're just gonna let it grow so the cows can eat it. Are like, are they gonna put the cows to bed Are they going to clean the cows? There's just a lot of questions, all right? And I just feel like we don't have enough answers, and I don't trust it. If it rains in the middle of the ocean and the cows are out there with the robots, are y'all going to put a tent over them like every time it rains and then take it off? Like, is that what type of plant this is going to be? Like, are y'all going to have it in the building? Are y'all going to have a little tiny building in the middle of the ocean with these robots and cows? Like, are you gonna turn the cows into robots at one point to make it more convenient for the robot workers? There is a lot of thoughts that I put behind these questions, and that is why I don't like it when the news tell me things, because I will stay up at night convincing my best friend of these theories that I have no leads on. And I even wrote in my notes that this was going to be a serious segment, but this is not as serious as I hoped for it to be. But truly, do not get sucked up into the news, okay? Yes, it is important to know what's going on around you. Of course, like, knowing things like the weather is important too, but half the time they be lying about that. You know, and like, I like to see the world news because I do truly like to know, like, at least what's happening around the world. But when it gets bad and when they keep replaying the same sad stuff, it's just like, okay, now I need a break, because now you're filling me with anxiety and stress, and I'd rather go watch Ichigo like slay 100 hollows and deal with that anxiety of him being near death than to deal with like the missing persons case. With that being said, I was going to tell you guys something else that's going on in the news. Oh, my hometown was on the news. Jasper, Texas. Whoop, whoop. We are back in the spotlight for more bad things, obviously. You know, if you are new to the channel, or if you don't look at my other stuff, I even did a case on it with my best friend, Two Girls in a Case, where I talked about the murders in Jasper, Texas that made the world news. There was like bills passed behind it that President Obama signed. It was a whole thing. We were all over the world, okay? International for bad things. We got put back on the news. They got put back on the news because I am no longer a resident there. They got put back on the news this past 2 weeks because, and apparently they got arrested, but there were some shootouts, okay? One of the shootouts took place like where we used to live, where my grandma lives. And my uncle, he lives in this little trailer beside her. His car got shot up. The house got shot up. And I'm just sitting here like, what is happening in Jasper? Like, you are such a small town. What is happening in Jasper for you to keep getting back on the news? But I believe everybody survived from the birthday party shootout. There was a birthday party shootout, and then apparently like they went and put the hospital on lockdown because they were shooting at the hospital. They went in the neighborhood, was shooting in the neighborhood, and then they abandoned their car close to this place called Newton, which is like 20 minutes, if even, from my old home. But the car was parked on the side of the road, and I think that that's how they were found. And I believe my grandma was like, well, if your car couldn't hold up, you should have did the crime. Which she's absolutely right. I agree completely. You can't be out here trying to be, you know, fast and the furious if you ain't got the furious. Like, or the fast, maybe, because they had the furious. Anywho, that's the tea and the drama that's going on. And I'm just sitting here like, Jasper, please get it together for the sake of everybody there involved. Okay, so that's why the news is great for things like that, because I would have never even known. Well, we probably would have known because my grandma calls my mom and, like, you know, we talk, but besides that, we wouldn't have known. And the fact that I heard Jasper on like the LA news, I was just like, what a great day to watch the news. What a great day. Okay, so I want to start the segment called Fake It Till You Make It. And I am really excited about this year because hello, I didn't even know it was that late in that podcast. Okay, so fake it till you make it. Y'all, sometimes in life, you will go through things where you literally have to fake it where you make it. You may not be able to just run away from your problems. Oh, crap. I gotta pee, guys. Hang on. Yeah, the worst thing about drinking a gallon water a day is peeing out the gallon water when you drink it late, okay? I'm so sorry about that. But fake it till you make it. You got to be a pro at that. Okay, so faking it till you're making it, like, I had to start that really in high school, because if you don't know what you're singing when you're in the choir, you better learn how to say watermelon, or like potato, 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 banana, banana, watermelon, watermelon, watermelon. You gotta know, okay? Because that do re mi, it don't always get you there. Or you better like just Milli Vanilli and I called the king and he said, be mine. You know, they just fake it till you make it. So let me tell you, let me give you a good example of faking it till you make it. So last year, I I worked at this academy, this preschool academy, and you know, love my kids, love my job. I ain't gonna tell that lie. Well, you know what? At one point, I did love my job. I ain't gonna rain on a parade. I did love my job at one point. But so, sorry y'all. I play with my hair a lot, especially when it's done, and I'm gonna get it together. I promise. Forget it. I was in the gym one day. I was with my kids. You know, there were 3. I taught. Really, they're supposed to be like 4 to 5, but sometimes we had like the 3.5-year-olds on up, just depending on what teacher called out, what class had what. You know, we were daycare, so it was one of those places. But so they had this thing every Monday called athletes, tiny athletes, amazing athletes, I believe. Yes. And so like the coach, he was Asian, all right? He had a body on him. I ain't gonna lie. What can I say? He had an ass, and I was like, those cheeks are cheeking, sir. Like, you look like you do a lot of push-ups, and I want to do push-ups with you. I'm so sorry, mama. He was fine, okay? He was fine. That man was fine, all right? Like, mask on, fine. Mask off, finer. The only thing I did not like about this man is because even though he was fine, he was talking to my kids like my 3-year-old toddlers or 30-year-old women and men. He would try to tell them like about the triceps and the biceps and the forceps and like the obliques, and my kids would be like, the bleep bleep. I did not expect the story to take me out so fast, but he was very, like I said, he was fine. He was nice to look at, and I mean, he did do a good job of like playing with the kids, but we had a rowdy class, okay, and they could not get it together. And by the time I was leaving, like, some of them had moved up, but I had worked with those children long enough that they calmed down. Because when I first got into that classroom, it was a hot mess. But I worked with my babes, my coworker, she worked with them, and we got them right. He even complimented us and told us that, like, we had the best well-behaved class. And I was like, you damn right you do. Even offered us both a job, but I was like, I can't be no athlete. Look at this body. Look at the way I'm set up, sir. And at the time, I was not working out. I was like, nothing's gonna nothing. Anywho, one day he is teaching our kids something new, right? So like, typically when you go into Amazing Athletes, it's kind of like this thing where they'll do a little warm up. He'll let them do like a little obstacle course to start off, and then he'll take them to like a little circle time and talk to them for a little bit, and then he'll have a big activity for them to do. Sometimes it's like taking turns throwing or tossing things, and sometimes it's playing with your friend, like throwing to your friend or something like that. This particular day, he had the kids throwing the balls into this like I don't really want to call it a parachute thing, but kind of like a little net. And you had to hold the net up and like let the kids throw the balls at it to hit like the area. First of all, my kids were trying to take this poor man out. Like, they were aiming for his stomach and everything else. And I was like, what did he do to y'all? Like, all he said was obliques. Like, this is it. But They were trying to take this poor man out, and then he was trying to like hold up the thing by himself, and I felt really bad because I know, especially when you don't work with kids all the time, it can be a little daunting trying to come in and like hold this class down by yourself. So a lot of times we would stop and step in and like tell our kids like, you talking against that wall, you don't have to get a sticker today, like don't, oh, you over there, you want to share with the class what you had to say. They don't ever want to share with the class what they got to say. But anywho, I went to stand beside this man and I was helping him hold up this little net thing. Now, he had already given our kids instructions on how they were to throw this ball. He was teaching them like about momentum and force and things like that, you know, like the whole shebang. And I was paying attention at one part in time, but y'all, honestly, I don't know where my mind went. It was like I just floated off and went to space, but I zoned out very hard. And all I hear is, how should we throw the ball? And I go, hard. And he goes, ha ha, no, you throw it soft. I had completely bombed. And I'm talking about, I said, y'all, I said it with confidence. I was like, hard. And it was not. It was not hard. That was not the assignment. I was a bad teacher. I did not pay attention. And I felt so guilty. Like I was blushing profusely. And I was like, this man is never going to want to come back to this class again. I don't even know. I don't even know. The kids did well though. Like, and part of them, they listened to teacher and they threw the ball hard, but some of them did listen to the coach and threw the ball softly. But yeah, so fake it till you make it, because I did not know what the hell that man had said, but I was so convinced that I was right, and I said it with my whole chest. And if I could go back even knowing what I'm knowing, I'd still fake it till I make it all over again. Okay, fake it till you make it. Don't let nobody make you feel bad. Okay, but that was my little funny story. Cause I was telling my best friends about that. Y'all, I ain't ever been so embarrassed in my life. I don't know. I think it was the awkward laugh that he gave. I don't know if it was that. If it was the fact that he knew like I had stopped paying him some attention. I don't know. It was 9 a.m. in the morning and I just was not having it that day. So yeah, I didn't get my kids to really hit the mark. But whatever, fake it till you make it. I mean, we ended off on good terms. Okay, he came back the next week and I just didn't really participate. I was just like, if you need anything, let me know. But you know, I'm gonna just watch the kids from the back. From the back. From the back. But yes, fake it till you make it. All right, let me know about it. But I want to leave you guys with 4 points, or 3 points actually, before we go. One is, you listening in or watching in, you are smart and wonderful no matter your skin tone. Okay, it does not matter what color you are, where you come from. You are so beautiful and you were created so distinctly inside and out. You can be as dark as my shirt, or you can be as pink as my hair. It does not matter. Everybody is beautiful. Okay, everybody is beautiful. Everybody has beauty inside of them. That is true. And so what if you don't find some people beautiful? Okay, and that does not mean that they're not beautiful because you don't find them beautiful. Like, you don't make the laws of the land. All right, okay, so everybody's beautiful. There's somebody for everybody. Okay, 2, do not get sucked into fake media. The news, the propaganda, the war talks, all of it, y'all, all of it. You have a beautiful mind that does not deserve stress from this other stuff, especially stuff you cannot control. Because I feel like one of the worst feelings ever is to feel helpless, like you can't help or do anything about a situation. And a lot of times that happens to me when I see media, or like, you know, these sad ass stories that just makes my own heart pop out of my chest. Don't get drawn into the hype. It is okay. It is okay. The world's gonna keep turning. Nobody knows when this place is gonna blow up or like the wheels are gonna stop turning. Nobody, unless they are God Almighty Himself. So rest assured that it is all gonna be a okay. All right. Last thing, pay attention to your surroundings. I said that about the fake it till you make it. Pay attention, all right? Always, especially if you're on the clock, keep your antennas peeled. You cannot afford to space out. Thankfully, I spaced out with him and not somebody else in an important setting, and also just pay attention to your surroundings when you're out and about. You never know who is watching you and who like is eyes peeled on you. And it is quite scary to think about the fact that like people watch you, but rest assured it is very true. There is somebody watching you just with they beady eyes just peeled on you. Maybe not that creepy. Please don't be afraid to go out your houses tonight. But watch your surroundings. Stay safe out there, okay? If your spidey senses start to tingle for any reason and you feel like you shouldn't do it or be there, don't do it and leave. Go, okay? Go. Call somebody, make sure somebody's on the phone with you, video call somebody, and make sure like they're looking at you, walk around. That's what I did with my mom in Korea. I was like, you will see my face. More or less, she was like, I will see your face. Because her and my dad, they were like, nuh-uh, baby will be watched at all times. So thank you so much, guys, for watching. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, please kiss me with that like. Please drop a comment about what you would like to talk about or hear being talked about. If you got any kind of stresses or venting you want to get off your chest, speak your truth. And I will try to give my opinions to the best that I can. Like I said before, I'm never gonna get up here and try to make it seem like I'm better than anybody or I know all the answers, because I know, one, I don't know all the answers, and two, I am human just like the rest of you. I just want somebody to have a safe space to be like, look, this is bothering me and this is what I want to say, because I would really love to just be a listening ear for people. And I know, like, I always wanted to feel like somebody was there for me when I watch videos and not like just them saying they're there, but they're not really there. I want to be here for you. Let me love you. Say something back to me and let me talk to you. Talk you through it. Okay, we will get through it together. And as always, if you should ever like drop a comment or anything, no matter what I say to you or what advice I give to you, your situations may be different from mine. We go through different things, and I'm honestly just giving my opinion on how I would handle things through my perspective, knowing what I know and going through what I have been through. But if you want to say space to talk, I am always here. I am always ready to love on you. So comment, like, subscribe, hit the bell for more. I see the numbers. Okay, guys, we are doing this slowly but surely. We are growing. This episode is called I Am Important. You are important. Okay, you are so much more than just your gender. You are so much more than just your name. You are so much more than what you give yourself credit for. So please always do remember that. I love you. Until next time, I hope you all have had an amazing week. I hope it is going to be a beautiful weekend for you. The Lord loves you. The Lord blesses you always. I love you, and I hope wherever you are, you're having an amazing day or an incredible night. But regardless, be safe. Goodbye, guys.